If you're waking up bloated, ending the day bloated, or feeling like you're 6 months pregnant after eating, this video is for you. And bloating is not just about what you ate. I get so many clients coming to me that say, I have food sensitivities. I think I'm bloated after every meal. Tell me what foods I need to avoid. And food sensitivities are a real thing, but really they're not the root cause. And so that's not where we need to start when we're talking about addressing the root cause of your bloating and getting you true long lasting relief. So if you want to know how your gut hormones and stress response are functioning, that is what I'm going to walk you through, the hidden reasons why digestion feels off, why bloating has been such a constant issue, and how to fix that. So to start, bloating is poor digestion. I feel like we can all kind of agree on that. So why? Why do we have poor digestion? Number one thing I'm looking at with clients and talking through is their stomach acid. And that might sound something crazy, but stomach acid is really our first step of digestion, and it is required to have enough stomach acid in order to fully break down food, so that we can digest and we can absorb those nutrients. So if you're like, I've been eating healthy, I've taken probiotics, I've tried to do all these things that I'm told, and they're just not working. Well, we need to take a step back and really be looking at your body's digestive enzymes and juices, including that stomach acid. So particularly, I get a lot of people who have been prescribed stomach acid suppressing medications. These are PPIs. The most common one I see is omeprazole. And so many people have been on this type of medication for a long time. But if you look on the box, it says up to 2 weeks, up to 14 days is really the max. And the reason is because it will start to lower your natural production of stomach acid. So what can happen is that so many people go to the doctor, say, you're having maybe feelings of heartburn or issues, and they prescribe omeprazole and say just stay on it. Well, that's not really going to help anything. It could actually further harm your digestion and lead to bigger symptoms. So stomach acid is absolutely important, and it's actually more common when people are experiencing heartburn or reflux. It's more common that they have low stomach acid to start with than that they have too high of stomach acid. So those medications are really just not the right first step. And what causes you to have low stomach acid? Well, in my experience working with women, in my personal experience as well, usually the most common cause of low stomach acid and poor digestion is stress. So stress is unfortunately something we can't avoid. So it's not about getting rid of your stress. It's about really learning how to manage your day-to-day stress and helping yourself, taking that step back and really helping yourself figure out what is the best routine for you and how can you, when you need to ask for help, because your stress on a daily basis is going to be the number one thing that puts digestion on the back burner for you. So we really need to be flipping this light switch in and out of stress and rest and stress and rest and finding little ways that we can relax throughout the day. So stress, low stomach acid, if you're on a medication, these are things that will play a role in bloating. Absolutely. It's going to lead to large food molecules going through the small intestine. That causes damage throughout your GI tract. That causes leaky gut. That opens up a whole world of issues that lead to whole body system fails. So the reason because of that is your gut really is the entryway into the body. And so if we're not only eating food and vitamins, minerals, that protein, fats, all those things that break down from food, we're also unfortunately ingesting microbes and bacteria and chemicals and things that will absolutely damage our body. So we need to make sure that we have the protection up to keep those things from entering our bloodstream. Number one protection is going back to that stomach acid. So if we have low stomach acid, if we're taking these acid suppressing medications, we are opening up the door for bacteria and microbes to any pathogens, viruses to infect our body. And that can cause gut infections, that can cause dysbiosis, poor microbiome balance. And this is where we really see that bloating become a chronic big issue. So even though we need to start and make sure we're supporting digestion, it's kind of continuing down that track. How long have you been experiencing these symptoms? And is there something deeper going on that we need to address, like your microbiome and dysbiosis and things that maybe you don't know what those words are quite yet, but that's why working with a professional and finding a provider that is going to walk through these issues with you and really make sure that we're supporting not just the symptom, but really the body and helping the body to recover so that you have that long-term relief and healing. So I mentioned when we have that damage and leaky gut, it opens up actually our whole body to issues. And what happens is that right outside of our gut lining is the majority of our immune cells. So I started out by mentioning food sensitivities. Those are a real thing, but really what the first problem was the poor digestion and then the damage throughout the GI tract causing that leaky gut, opening up the doors so that now anything coming through the GI tract can come in contact with your immune cells. That causes a lot of inflammation. That causes kind of this immune hyperactivity response. And it also can cause sluggish detox because now there's so much coming into the system. The liver, kidneys, gallbladder, they all have to work overtime to help capture these things and get them out of the body as quickly as possible. So you can see kind of how it's this ripple waterfall effect. So bloating might seem something, especially for busy moms out there, you just kind of push to the side, like, I'm bloated, I'm uncomfortable, but this is normal. So many people I talk to are bloated and uncomfortable too. It's really something that you do need to address. So I hope that you take this to heart and that you're starting to understand, how maybe something that you feel like you can kind of live with, it's not fun, but it's just not the right time to get help and not the right time to address it. I hope that this is your sign, your calling to be like, no, I need to do something about this, because bloating is just one symptom out of many that can cause this huge waterfall effect in the body. And we need to be addressing it and making sure that, you're getting everything protected and the body back up to speed, because not only is it poor digestion, but you're not going to absorb the nutrients that you need to. It's going to affect your inflammation. It's going to affect your immune system. It's going to affect your hormones. So this is a number one focus for me and what I work with women. Even if they come to me with hormone issues, I'm like, we're starting back at digestion, gut health. And this is exactly why I created my Foundations of Hormone Balance method, to really walk women through this type of healing, and so that they really understand and can take the knowledge to not only feel better right now, but stick with it for life and really understand their body and understand food so much better. So if this resonated with you, you're struggling with bloating and maybe some other symptoms like fatigue and weight gain and those types of things that all kind of couple together, I really encourage you to reach out to me. You can reach out to me directly via email at info@lizreason.com. You can visit my website, lizreason.com. I also will share the link below to my Foundations of Hormone Balance method so that you can just get started right there with finding relief and healing. So I hope that I hear from you. Please let me know any questions you have as well, and we'll go from there. Thanks.